Dude, I'm not gonna get over that. Exploding milk. That's got to be a new follow clip. All right, let's do it. Tucker Carlson, horny posting on Maine. It's crazy. Many people are saying this. He has revealed his kink, and it is interesting to say the least. Very interesting. So yeah, let's take a look at what's going on with old Tucker Carlson. Let's see what's happening in his world. Tucker is going on an insane rant about a teacher with prosthetic breasts before going on an even weirder tangent about how men are defined by their sex drives everywhere all the time.
So this week, videos surfaced on the internet from a place called Trafalgar High School in Oakville, Ontario. That's right across the lake from Niagara Falls. These videos show a teacher called Stephen Hanna, who apparently has been employed at Trafalgar High for several years. Recently, Hanna decided to dress like a woman, or more precisely, as a grotesque...
Now, listen, I can't help but feeling like this is somewhat of a safety violation. You know, before all else, I'm like, maybe there are certain things you should not be handling with a rack that size, right? Just a thought.
Caricature of a woman, not a real woman, but a kind of pneumatically inflated Marilyn Monroe look-alike. As part of his costume, Hanna strapped on a pair of gigantic prosthetic breasts, each the size of a 10-pound watermelon. We're not exaggerating here. They're visible from at least 100 yards away, if not from space. We'll show you the picture we are right now on the screen. But here's the thing. Hanna isn't doing this in private, in his home, in restaurants and clubs. If he were, we would not be mentioning on the show because it would not be our business.
Yeah.
Have fun, Stephen Hanna. No.
He'd be looking from space, too. He'd be up there in space with all the glorious wonders to look at, and he'd still want to look at that rack.
Hanna is doing it in class, in front of children. As the Canadian journalist Jonathan Kay put it, Hanna has been dressing like this for a while, but only recently have students within the school gone public with this fact. So they've been enduring this for a while. Kay also notes that Hanna's costume is based on a style of Japanese internet pornography, which translates roughly into English as exploding milk porn.
Dude, I'm not going to get over that. Exploding milk porn. That's got to be a new follow clip. I've literally never heard of this genre before. Tucker Carlson is informing me. I got to look that up now. Thank you, Tucker.
So what's going on here? Well, you know exactly what's going on here. Let's stop pretending. Women may not see it right away because generally their lives are not defined by their sex drives. But if you're a man, you get it instantly.
Well, wait a minute. The men's lives aren't defined by our sex drives either. We got a bunch of shit going on, Tucker. What are you talking about? Straight up, just like, men are nothing but horny animals. They want to fucking rape everything. Sorry, trigger warning on that. I'm trying to be more careful about that. It's just so weird. Like, I don't know. Exploding milk porn, though, I gotta say, is just beautiful. I love that. I love that for him. So yeah, he's horny posting on Maine. He continues, by the way. That's not it. This is not it. Okay? That's not all. Is this like a new segment? Like he did, I think, several segments on this. Because this is one and his hair looks different. He's wearing a different tie and everything. So he does this again. I don't know which one came first, but yeah, he's just obsessed, dude. So take a look.
High school in Ontario, right across from Niagara Falls. That teacher has recently started wearing enormous prosthetic breasts in the classroom in front of children. It's part of a sexual fetish. In case you doubt that it is, the costume is intended to emulate a genre of Japanese pornography.
Look at this. What? This is something that I would only ever see in a meme, dude. This is amazing. Why would you do this? Oh, man. Fox News is... dude, listen. I've hated Fox News for a long time, but I'm starting to change my mind. My opinion's changing now. Nice dude, these are fucking... I don't even know how to describe these. They're not even bowling balls. They're like gigantic fucking like bean bags. You could like... this wouldn't be a motorboat. This would be like a motor steam engine. Like, I don't even know. You could pick these things up and toss it around like a... I don't even know. I'm trying to think of good jokes, and I can't right now because my brain's shot to hell, but Jesus Christ, man. Tucker brought this picture from his personal stash. Yeah, he's like, oh, you know what? Actually, hey, guys, I have a good one for this. It's in my hard drive. Give me just a second. We'll put this on the screen. This is perfect. Oh, man. It's insane to me.
That translates roughly as exploding milk porn.
He said it again.
So for a number of days, a couple of media organizations...
Also, where's the exploding milk? I don't understand. Do you think that just because you have big titties that... Why does everybody think that bodily fluids are like stored in these places? Right? Like, that's not how that works, man.
Including a Canadian media outlet that visited the school, reported that the identity of that teacher is Stephen Hanna. Oakville Trafalgar High School made no attempt to correct those reports. Why? Well, they wanted to protect this man. But after our segment, the Halton School District Board in Ontario emailed us to say that contrary to these multiple reports, which we cited, the teacher in question is not, in fact, called Stephen Hanna. Well,
does he think that's what opie means? Maybe. I think he's just doing it for memes. I think he knows that that'll get clicks. Like, let's call it exploding milk porn. That will get the clicks. That will make people watch.
What is his name? Well, the school board refused to tell us. The school said, quote, "We cannot confirm the identity of the individual
That's Google
in
Translate.
the photo, video, radio segments." Well, why not? This is a teacher. This is an adult man who's enlisting children in his sexual fantasies. You might want to know his name because he's a dangerous creep. So today, once again, we reached out to the Halton District School Board to ask, why are you hiding the identity of a man who is enlisting children in his sex fantasies? They refused to comment.
I don't think, and I could be wrong on this, I don't think that this is like, I don't think he's literally trying to enlist children in his fucking sex fantasy, right? And it is he. I don't think it's a trans woman. I believe he is truly a man. But, and I could be wrong on that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is like a social experiment thing that he's like doing with his kids or something, but it's still like obscene, right? Like if your breasts are actually that fucking big, which his are clearly not, it's a prosthetic. If your breasts are that big, then yeah, I can see an exception being made. But like, I mean, am I wrong on this? Like, this is a little much. I don't understand the intent here. So, you know, in that sense, I get it. But also, you know, this is being used for a broader narrative against teachers, which we'll talk about in a second. I bet the dude's doing it for transphobic reasons. This seems like a psyop, right? It seems like a psyop. Might not be in good faith. We don't have any hard evidence for that yet, but yeah, this seems like a fucking psyop.
The school board, Oakville Trafalgar High School in Ontario, was also protecting this teacher. In fact, the high school has a policy of protecting teachers who expose themselves in the classroom. The school's official policies state that, quote, "Dress codes must prevent students from wearing clothing that exposes or makes visible genitals and nipples."
The entire left is a psyop. Your mom's a psyop.
Oh, okay, that's the policy, but it applies to students. So this guy is free to wag his prosthetic breasts in the faces of kids because he gets off on it.
He's so jealous, dude. He's like, why does he not wag them in front of me? I want big mommy milkies. Think about it. You don't get the big mommy milkies. Why are the big jiggly breastises being waved there? Why not here in my face?
This is disgusting. It's the abuse of children. It harms children. Sexualizing children harms them when adults do it. And we know it's happening because it's on camera. And students have complained about it. But the adults, the school board, and the media are protecting this guy. And it's not just Canada. This has started in the United States. And unless parents speak up and say, we will not accept this, you may not sexualize our children, you may not enlist them in your sexual fantasies or your fetish life, keep that at home, it will continue.
Okay, so this is very funny. It's very funny memes, okay? And I don't want to detract from that. This is fucking hilarious, all right? Like, look at this shit. Did you ever think that you would see this in your life? Like, actually on the news. That's amazing. This is one for the history books, okay? It's fucking hilarious. But don't let that detract from the fact that this entire story was built around the narrative of demonizing teachers, and specifically trans teachers and gender nonconforming teachers, okay? There is a war raging right now with conservatives lashing out at educators who are just trying to do their jobs. I do think that this was a psyop, quite honestly. I don't know. Whatever it was, it's not appropriate, right? Like, clearly, there's no, like, attempt to cover anything or, like, make yourself, this was an experiment or something, right? So, no, I don't agree that you should be doing this in a school. I don't. Maybe in a college, but certainly not a grade school. So, yeah, on that note, I do agree that, but this is a clear caricature, right? The phrase giant prosthetic breasts update is fucking hilarious. Did he say update? Oh, I see. Teacher with giant prosthetic breasts, an update. We're coming to you live with a breaking update. The teacher with the giant prosthetic breasts. He has now attached the breasts. They are jiggling quite fiercely. You can see them bobbling up and down as he's walking in the halls. And I'm getting word now that they may even be getting in the way of the saw. Yes, in fact, the saw is getting quite close. We are worried that the teacher will, in fact, split his shirt if he's not careful. This is really intense stuff. We will keep you updated, Tucker. But yeah, like I was saying, this seems like a psyop to me, and I'll tell you why. Because of shit like this, okay? Aaron Reed, who I've been keeping up with quite fiercely, and you should be following Aaron Reed if you're interested in trans news and like updates, because she's really good at, keeping us updated. Anyway, she says, only Tucker Carlson leaving the image of hospital executives at a hospital that provides gender-affirming care to trans teens, a minute after saying that they are the criminals and deserve the bomb threats they receive, and naming them one by one. So let's take a look at what's going on here.
In the hope that these people will do something to stop these crimes before the lives of more children are destroyed. So the board members would include Edith Carroll Johnson, John F. Stein, Jeffrey R. Balzer, Lucinda M. Baer, Daniel Diermeyer, Sarah J. Finley, John R. Ingram, Michael M. E. Johns, Samuel E. Lynch, Alexander C. Taylor, and Makiba Williams.
So it wasn't enough that he has their faces and names on the screen. He has to name them off one by one. And he calls them child mutilators and child abusers. Okay? This is stochastic terrorism on the most watched news network in the entire fucking country. It's scary as shit. Now, why am I bringing this up along with this meme? This meme is nothing on Tucker Carlson's show. It's nothing but an attempt to demonize teachers. Okay? They're now going to look at trans teachers and say, and pull this clip up. This clip is going to be what's pulled up and say, well, are you okay with this? Are you okay with this? Huh? Look at this. Look at the teacher with the big breastises, right? Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So I can't wait for that to happen. When all trans women are trying to do is fucking exist, right? All trans people want to do is exist. So that's going to be great. It's going to be great. Don't let the memes make you forget that all of this is an effort to delegitimize trans people in all aspects of life, especially as teachers, right? And not even just trans teachers, but teachers who are trying to help trans children, right? They will be compared to this giant breast-wielding person for a long time. Demon Mama also pointed out something about the story that have holes in them. Yeah, I have not looked into the full story, but I think I've seen enough. So yeah, enjoy the meme, but you remember this is part of a broader war that's being waged against trans people. It's not good. Anyway, if you are watching this on YouTube, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell if you want to stay updated on when I upload. And come check out my Twitch. Come follow me on Twitch. We have a fun time. Tell me, what do you think? Is this teacher faking it? Is this a psyop? I think it probably is. If I had to guess, it probably is. And do you watch exploding milk porn? Answer that question as well. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate you being here and helping my analytics, and I will hopefully see you in the next one.